Hi, this is Rob Krieger at the Red Rock Golf Center. Today we are down in Mesquite, Nevada, and we are at the Oasis Golf Club, and we want to show you today how to hit low pitch shots that will actually hit and stop and maybe have a little spin to them. It's a little bit more technical than for some of you as you try to just get the golf ball up, but you got to be very careful as you strike this because there's a couple things that we do a little differently than a normal pitch shot. In a normal pitch shot, we're trying to take the club back, keep it nice and low, and then come through and we finish through low and we just brush the grass. We really don't want to take a lot of divot. Our hands are generally going to be ahead of the golf ball, and that's really critical. But when we want to try to hit a golf ball that's going to have some spin on it, the one thing that we can do is instead of trying to get our hands to get really wristy and try to slip underneath it, as we do that, a lot of times the club will come underneath and we've added loft to it, so we don't know exactly how far it's going to go. So this is a little bit easier way to do it. You generally take your normal setup where we open up our stance just a little bit, but we're going to play that golf ball so that it's closer to this back foot. All right? My head needs to be on this side of the golf ball, but my hands need to be slightly ahead. And as I come through, I may only take the club back to here. I'm not really going to set my hands a whole lot, but what I want to do is I want to take it back, and then I'm going to actually come through, and as my hands are leading, I'm trying to get this club to slide underneath it, catch the back of the golf ball and hit the grass in front while I keep my hands low even though my shoulders are up and they're in this direction. I know, normally we would come through and we're hitting it like this where shoulders are more level. On this one, we're going to try to let our shoulders and let our chest come up, keep our hands ahead of the golf ball and keep our head back. As you practice this, you may hit a few chunk shots. You may hit a little bit behind it, or maybe even catch a few of them thin. But the more you practice at it, you'll be able to keep your hands ahead of the golf ball while getting your shoulders up. That helps get that club down beneath the golf ball, sliding underneath it. It should look something like this. Okay? And that golf ball is going to come out of there. I hit golf ball, then I took my turf. That golf ball comes out of there, has a lot of spin, and it's not going to roll very much. The other thing that's important to note is this. As you hit this golf shot, you want to make sure that this club face does not turn over. Once this club head starts to turn over, that's going to add some side spin and make that golf ball roll. So we want to make sure as we come through, we're not only coming through it, but keeping that club face so it's going to the sky, even though our hands are ahead of it. Let's try it one more time. Go back, like that. Nice little shot. Golf ball goes up nice and high, will hit the green, and won't roll very much. So that's how you hit a pitch shot that's going to stop and hold. You have to get pretty good at knowing how far that golf ball is going to go because you're not going to get a lot of roll. So practice it with a sand wedge, practice it with your 60-degree wedge, practice it with your gap wedge, or even a pitching wedge. So that's how you hit a pitch shot that should hold the green. Again, this is Rob Krieger at the Red Rock Golf Center. I hope that helps you. And again, as always, fairways and greens.